Hare Krishna, Ram Charan Prabhuji, Danat Pranam.
Krishna Prabhuji, Danat Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhu. You are which part of Middle East, Prabhu?
I'm in Sharjah at the moment, Prabhu.
Oh, Sharjah, okay.
I have a very good friend in Gurgaon who looks exactly like you. So I had sent him a message, look at your double. He's also a Krishna devotee, is in ISKCON. So his name is Ram Keshav Prabhu. So whenever I see you, I see him. We are exactly, all features are exactly matching. Hare Krishna, Danat Pranam, Venugopal Prabhuji.
Yeah. You are telling about Ramcharan Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, he is like...
I have clone, many clones.
Oh my God.
Actually, like first time when I came to US, everybody was asking, talking in Telugu. They think that I am from Andhra.
Also, you typically look like that also.
Yeah. He looks like really like Andhra. From Andhra.
But I was not, because a lot of my colleagues were there from Andhra, so they were asking me, "Are you from which part of Andhra?" I said, "I'm from Delhi."
How old are you, Prabhu?
I'm going to 50 this October.
Oh, so you look very young, Prabhu, still. You look like a young boy.
Yeah.
Ramakrishna Prabhu, your age? 50.
I'm 58 now.
8, Prabhu. Achha. Still, you are also looking very young, Prabhu. Yeah, just now we were discussing the planning for next course, that is Canto 1. So Vishwanath Thakur's commentary. So it will be like 80 hours of course it is, and course material will be the Bhanu Maharaj's translation, and I will be teaching from the line by line. And yeah, it will take 3 days in a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like that. And morning 6 to 7:30 hour early morning in IST 6 to 7:30. Yeah.
Mondays I will be missing it. I will not be able to join.
Oh, it's a Monday is no problem. Okay, then we can shift that. So because it's not announced,
so but then you will also be saying on 21st June onwards you are going to have for this sessions also, right? Will it not clash?
No. This will be August.
Okay, in August you'll do this Canto 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we start. So by the time we can finish all this your open book, a closed book for the Bhakti Vedanta. So I have 1 month July completely. So and also actually this also from 20th June onwards I will be having less teaching actually. So that I can 11th canto question bank almost already. So that and so 10th canto's few exams are there. All those I will be lining up. That I will. And also, but meanwhile, since Kanai Krishna Prabhu is here and also he'll be there here for 2 months here, so you can follow up him to have open book thesis writing that can be done by that time. So students keep on doing all those things, working on those.
Okay,
So,
Prabhu.
that will be so that you can finish this Bhakti Vedanta formalities, whatever remaining.
Fine, Prabhu.
You're also teaching Bhakti Shastra, which part now, this time?
Yeah. Bhakti Shastri from July onwards. That is evening 7 to 9.
What are you going to teach in that one?
No problem.
What topic you're going to teach?
English batch. So in English batch, I'm going to teach first Nectar of Devotion and Bhagavad Gita first 6 chapters. It's evening time.
Can I get the calling number for Bhagavad Gita first 6 chapters?
Yeah. Why not? Sure. I will make some broadcast group in WhatsApp. So whoever students wants to attend only for that section, so I will send link every day in that broadcast group.
Yes, that will be nice.
Yeah. So, okay. So we'll start our class. Om Ajnanatimiraandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Sri Chaitanya Manovishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayambhu Padamai Dati Swapadantigam Teham Sri Guru Sri Yadapatagamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Sri Rupam Sakrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhamste Devi Pramami Vancha Kalpatarusya Kripasindhu Sapatana Bhavane Vishnavi Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Ste Saraswati Devi Gauravadi Bhutare निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Yesterday we were discussing, so we are struggling. Actually, it's not discussing. I am struggling to explain. So that's तर्का प्रतिष्ठानात् अपि अन्यथा अनुमेयम् इति चेत् एवम् अपि अनिर्मोक्ष प्रसंगः. So this is also going to lead to the anirmoksha prasangah. So Purvapakshi what is saying? Purvapakshi is saying that what first of all we want to say that in this universe. So in this universe, there are so many people are there, and everyone have their own different abilities in regarding logic. So tarka. So logic. That means the field of logic. They have their different abilities. So we are saying that since differences are there among the people, their tarka is also different, and all these tarkas of the different people are so counteracting among themselves, and we are seeing this. And no once tarka is finalized, is not established as the undefeated one. So that's why tarka apratishtanam. Tarka cannot be fixed actually. So there is no fixed tarka. This is the statement we are giving. So that's why we are saying based upon tarka, you cannot establish absolute truth. And based upon tarka, you cannot find the origin of the creation. Okay. So we are saying the origin of the creation is said in the Upanishads, and Brahman is the cause, is the cause for the creation. So that's why that thing has to be accepted by everyone. We are saying this. And also we are seeing there are exalted logicians in the past. Example, Kanada, Jaimini, Kapila, and so on. And these logicians, so we are seeing among them, they are counteracting others, or they are so defeating others' logic. Among them also, they are defeating each other. So this is the one example you can see. Okay. So that's why you cannot say that, oh, in the general society, so normal logicians tarka will be defeated, but great personalities tarka will not be defeated. Can you say like that? You cannot say that also. Because the great personalities like Kanada, Kapila, so Gautama, their logics also defeated by among themselves. One school of thought is defeating another school of thought, which is based upon the tarka, established based upon it. So, okay. So that's why you cannot say that great people's tarka is established tarka. After this, we are hearing from Purvapakshi. Purvapakshi is saying that, okay, so we think such a way, we infer such a way, so that tarka can be fixed. And also Purvapakshi is saying that you cannot say every tarka is not stable. Every tarka is not stable, is not fixed. You cannot say this, because you are using tarka to say every tarka is not stable. So ultimately, so tarka to say everything is not stable, or tarka pratishthanam. So that tarka is established. Okay. And next tarka pratishtatva. And also, if you say in this world all the tarkas are unstable, then the day-to-day life will become end. There will be end for the day-to-day vyavahara. Conventional way of life, conducting life will become completely, will be finished. Jagat vyavaharocheda prasangat. Example, what it means? What it means? Purvapakshi is saying, so what it means? It means, if you say tarka is not at all a fixed one, and so that no use of tarka. But we are using so many times in our life, tarka. Yes or no? Example I told, you saw smoke coming from the fire in the kitchen. And one day you went to near to hill. You are seeing the smoke. And you use the tarka there. What is that tarka? If there is no fire there, what is the possibility of smoke there? So that's why, oh, smoke is there. Means definitely there is fire. This is tarka. There is no smoke, there should not be fire. So, but you are seeing the smoke, so there should be fire. So, this tarka is established. And we are using this. If you say this is useless, then our whole life, it means nothing is stable actually then you cannot establish anything, and you cannot get the knowledge also. Tarka is have no value, and it is not giving a fixed, is not fixed, then you cannot learn. Then whole day-to-day life is completely stopped. So that's why Purupakshi is saying, these are all Purupakshi arguments. Purupakshi also says, see, in the past and also in the present, you might be seeing these so many paths. There are various tarkas. They are counteracting. But ultimately, they have different flows. Tarkas are flowing in a different paths. So, but ultimately, what is the pravritti of the entire society? They want to get the happiness and they want to remove the distress. So, in this, for this purpose only, loka pravritti, we are seeing the society's movement. Society is moving for the sake of what? Sukha prapti, dukkha nivritti. Ultimately, this is the purpose. Sukha prapti, dukkha nivritti. So, atita vartamana vartma sadharanye nanagatepi. That means, whatever the paths in the past and present, they may be common, they may be different. So, they may be common, those might be different. But the point is what? So ultimately, So sadharanya nana gatepi, but all the paths gatepi vartmani. What is the purpose of the every path? Every path is so to give the pleasure and to destroy the pain. Then, if you say like this, that means Purvapakshi is saying, Purvapakshi is establishing. So their point, you cannot completely wipe off all the tarkas. Why if you wipe off the position for the tarka, if you completely say that tarka is no use, then your functioning of day-to-day life will be stopped. And of course, there are the counteracting of each tarka. Once, but ultimately, what that path is leading to what? Sukha prapti and dukkha nivritti only, na? But yeah, so today I established something using tarka, and tomorrow someone is defeating that tarka and establishing the new tarka. What is the problem? Ultimately, so purpose is what? Sukha prapti and dukkha nivritti only, na? Huh? Sukha prapti and dukkha nivritti is happening, or? Tell me. So I am Purvapakshi. So you are all so put finger on me. What I am saying, modern scientist, I am modern scientist. So what I say, hey bhai, what you people are saying, tarka is no value. Why? Tell me. Why you are saying tarka is no value? Ram Krishna Guru.
Yes, Prabhuji, because we are in the observation, even the great logicians who present their different reasonings, we find that it gets defeated, such as, so mutually it is getting refuted, and even common logicians also, whatever they present, they'll also get defeated. Therefore, the absolute truth cannot be established on the basis of the logic, but it has to be taken according to the Vedic scriptures. So this is the statement made by us.
What I am saying that, what is the problem? So even tarka is variable and it is defeated by others. And so that you have the various kinds of logicians are coming. Ultimately, what is happening? So tarka is leading towards the sukha prapti and dukkha nivritti. And also you cannot say there is no use of tarka in the day-to-day life. Definitely use the tarka every minute we are using. So you'll be seeing some signs, and based upon that you will be applying the your logic and finally concluding the some information, concluding some facts or something figures. So that's why ultimately you are getting benefit of from the tarka. Of course, it is defeated. No problem. There are the different paths. So ultimately there is, sukha prapti and dukkha nivritti is happening. So that's why you cannot say that tarka apratishtanam. So then what is the answer from the your side?
As per this text, it says that the goal of the life is to become released from this existence, which is moksha. And if the logics are getting defeated, it cannot ultimately release. It cannot help us to actually become released. And therefore, it is necessary that the Upanishads give us the direction to become released. So one has to follow that.
Yeah. So what is happening? What I am saying, Purvapakshi. So I will every day, so new tarka I will invent, and through that I will try to, as much as possible, that means dukkha should be reduced and more sukha will be attained. But if I say like this, then according to the next what? Siddhanti, you are all Siddhantis. So you are saying that moksha. What is that Sanskrit word? So nirmoksha prasangaha, anirmoksha prasang, anirmoksha prasangaha. So then there will be there is no final anirmoksha prasangaha. That means moksha will become asambhava. That means it's impossible. Because rose, every day I am using the new logic and trying to reduce my misery and try to increase my pleasure. Okay, fine, Baba. But what is moksha? Atyantika sukha prapti, atyantika dukkha nivritti. This is moksha. But I want this. You're understanding? Take the definition of moksha. What is that? Atyantika sukha prapti, atyantika dukkha nivritti. That means so complete happiness and complete eradication of the pain. This I want. But Purvapakshi, what I am saying as from the Purvapakshi side, I will do that. We will do that. That means ultimately we are trying to give more and more sukha and reduce the more and more pain from the different situations. But this is leading to the what? Anirmoksha prasangaha. That means when will we get in that ultimate happiness? When we are going to get the ultimate destruction of the pain? What is the date? So that's why, Prabhu, if we learn Vedanta and these logics, that's what Prabhupada said to Bhakti Swarup Damodar Swami Maharaj. Take this Vedanta Sutras and present for the modern society. That means the different thoughts, so-called means thoughts which we see in the society, which are against this, all are actually mentioned here and defeated. In the form of Purvapakshi, they are mentioned and all are defeated. It's very wonderfully presented, this book. So, yeah, for the sake of preaching, we should use because it's not that it's only discussing the only defeating, but helps us to destroy the opponents. But anyway, I am also feeling difficulty actually. Needs practice, Prabhu, actually, because I don't have thorough practice of teaching of this text because I didn't get students previously. And because of this, there is a very less practice, so becoming difficult also for me. But I am trying. Yeah. So next what? So now Purvapakshi, what is the reply from the Siddhanti? Anirmoksha prasangaha will happen. So further he said, you can see the Mula.
Yes, Prabhu, it is said in the reply, which is from Siddhanta Pakshi.
Yes.
In this view also, the existence of release would not be established in terms of logicians. So a proposition established by pure human intellect, unaided by intuition, is always liable to set aside by a higher intellect, born in another time or place. Release,
Yes.
therefore, can never be obtained by methods evolved by human brain, but is to be found by Upanishad method only.
Yes, very good, Prabhu. So let me come to the text. Even in the bhakti related also, so many doubts in our devotees' brain structure, so many misconceptions, all of many wrong thoughts about the Bhagavan and about the bhakti, about the so many things. All the bhakti principles, pure devotional principles, all are wiped off. But it needs lot of time, and energy, slowly, gradually. So, but Sandarbhas also I took so much time. And more than 7 years I took to bring out the Sandarbhas to some extent to explain. But now this is really challenging. Such if I say truth, I felt so difficult in taking. I am feeling difficult in taking classes. Today also I taught 3 hours Bhakti Vaiva class because I am winding up. And the 6th cant I am teaching. So many excellent points were discussed about the in the Vritrasura killing. So Indra, what kind of sin he was. So two acharyas, Vishwanath Thakur and Jiva Goswami, gave the 2 different explanations. One says there is no offense. Killing Vritrasura is not a dosha. And other says it is a dosha, other acharya. So the entirely different analysis on the same episode. Episode is same, but analysis is completely different. So really but I didn't open the discussion so much, but just explain the content. Anyway, so come to here. Purusha buddhi moola tarkavalambanasya bhavatah deshantar kalantar nipunatama tarkika dushyatva sambhavanaya tarka pratishtana doshat anistarahasya. Why logicians cannot reach to the moksha? Moksha means what? Atyantika sukha prapti, atyantika dukkha nivritti. This is not possible because what is the jada? What is the root for their tarka? Purusha buddhi. Purusha buddhi. Why the word Purusha buddhi is used? Purusha buddhi is also having significance here. In yesterday Tattva Sandarbha, what we discussed, Purusha buddhi, every Purusha is having 4 defects. Yes, every Purusha is having 4 defects. So what are those? What are those?
Vipralapsa, Brahma, Pramada.
Yeah. So Karnapada, Brahma, Pramada, and Vipralapsa. These are the 4 defects, and that kind of Purusha and Purusha's buddhi, that kind of Purusha's buddhi is the moola, is the root, is a jada, is a root for the tarka. That means there is a defect in that tarka also. Because the origin is having the defect. Then origin is having the defect, then whatever outcome is coming from that is also having defect. And that's why every word is very significant. Whatever word is used here, Purusha, moksha. You should know moksha means atyantika sukha prapti, atyantika dukkha nivritti. You should know Purusha buddhi means is having the 4 defects. Otherwise, you cannot understand this text. They don't explain like a child. So for a child, how they explain, they don't do that. These acharyas are like that. They expect so much from the readers. So Purusha buddhi moola tarka avalambanasya bhavatah. So we are following our Purusha buddhi, the defective intelligence for this tarka. That's why this is changing by the time and by the place. This is changing from the time and place. Deshantara kalantaraja. Nipunatama tarkika dushyatva. That means if something new tarka is produced in the new place and new circumstance, a new time, in another time, and which is powerful, then that will defeat the existing one. Dushyat, that is, there is a possibility of this. Then tarka apratishtana doshat. This is nothing but tarka apratishtana. That means tarka cannot be fixed. So that's why anistarahasya. That means there is no stability. There is no conclusion. There is no conclusion actually. Not conclude anything. Yadyapi artha visheshe tarkaha. Of course, artha visheshe tarkaha. Pratishtitaha tathapi brahmani soyam na apekshate achinchatvena tad anarhatvat shruti virodhacha iti tvad ukta sangatescha. Of course, even though, yadyapi means even though, artha visheshe tarkaha pratishtitaha. In particular meaning, artha visheshe means, vishesha means particular, artha means, so in particular, prayojana, artha means prayojana or benefit. So tarkaha pratishtitaha. That means tarka is established in regard of a specific benefit. In regard of a specific benefit, tarka is established, even though, so tarka is established in specific purpose. Still, brahmani soyam na apekshate. So in Brahman, so that tarka is not useful, is not helpful, because that tarka is established in a specific benefit, for a specific benefit, for a specific cause, or for a specific purpose. What I want to say, like example, wherever there is smoke, wherever there is a smoke, there will be fire. So that means if there is no fire, how there is possibility of this smoke? This is a tarka. That means fire is there. That means this is established tarka. Nobody rejects this. But what we are saying, what is the use of this tarka in relation of Brahman? Because Brahman is achintya, and your tarka, whatever which is established in this material world, that is no use that is no in the case of Brahman, because Brahman is achintya. And that's why your material world tarka is not useful to understand Brahman. Understood? This line is clear. Can you read English? क्या हुआ? Unmute it, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, the English part of it is not exactly translating the text what you are actually explaining, but yet I will read that and you please say if that is clear. Okay. From the last one which were referring that only the Upanishads method only to be accepted. And now further to that, it is saying, it is perfectly true that in certain secular matters, reasoning is absolute, such as mathematical reasoning, but in matters transcendental, such as the existence of God, of afterlife, of final release, etc., the pronouncements of human intellect can never be perfectly free from doubt, because these are matters not within the scope of mind, they are beyond its scope. For Brahman is inconceivable and consequently unarguable. If you allow reasoning in the matter of Brahman, then you not only contradict the Shruti, but your own assertion becomes incongruous, for, says the Shruti. So he talks about the next argument.
Okay. So actually, he is explaining actually, but he is elaborating so much. Yes,
Yes, Prabhu.
but it's flowing. Flow is same way. That means essence
Yeah.
is same way.
Yeah, I mean, the Sanskrit words, what you are referring to, it is actually reflecting it. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. It's reflecting actually. That translation is not going too much off track actually.
Yeah, yeah,
Translation is quite very intact.
yeah. In line with what you are referring to. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So that's good actually. This book is really good. So because just I'm asking you to read, because next time whenever I do, so we can refer this or not. Because actually, to be frank, I don't know this book actually. Actually, this course has to be conducted by Kanya Krishna Board. So he said to me, this book is nice, so you can use. Without referring so much and seeing, so I just started following. Just recommending that to you. So most of the days I don't see, but sometimes if I need, I see. But it is going actually in the line. Thank you. So now what is said? So that's why in the case of the Brahman is achintya. So that's why materially established logics, in the material world, whatever the logics we establish. So adyapi artha visheshe, that means in the specific matter or in the specific purpose. Artha means in the specific matter also you can take. In the specific matter, so tarkaha pratishtaha, that means tarka is established. But tathapi, still Brahmani, in Brahman, na apekshite, it is not useful. Okay, so because what is the reason? Brahman is achintya. Brahman is achintya. Since Brahman is achintya, that means already it is clear declared. So Brahman is achintya, is inconceivable object, and in that, to know about that object, if we use this material logic, which is established in a specific matter, so then it cannot function. And also Shruti Virodhat, this is going against the Shruti, this kind of logics. For example, I will say one thing. Tarka, if you use, like you see, any animal dung, so we took the cat dung, cat stool, any animal stool, so is dirty and unclean, is untouchable. Example, dog's stool, so very much untouchable and very dirty and also is polluted. Cats, yes. That means after observing pig, yes. Donkey, yes. So like this, you have seen several animals, and what conclusion you came? So yad yad jantoho Stevenamasti, yad yad jantoho malamasti tat tat. So asparsham, that should not be touched. Okay, this is the logic you develop. जानवरों का स्टूल को पक, जो भी जानवर का स्टूल है, जो भी जानवर का, whatever is the animal stool, that is impure, untouchable. So you concluded this, and you applied on the another animal also. You took, like example, horse. So same thing happened. But now you applied same thing in this logic on the cow. Huh? So then when you apply this logic on the cow, then cow is also animal and it is also having the dung, cow stool, that is known as dung, cow dung. So then cow dung also should be impure and it's untouchable. But what Shruti is saying? So it is a Panchagavya. So it is counted in the one of the Panchagavya. Cow dung is considered as a purest one. So then your logic failed or not? You went to against the Shruti or not? Yes. So this is the problem. So that's why Shruti Virodhacha. Shruti Virodha. Going against the Virodha, against the Shruti. Logics. So that's why what should be the Asmakam Pramanam? In the Tattva Sundara, what is said? Yesterday.
Non-defective Shabda.
Non-defective Shabda. So, Eva, non-defective Shabda, what is that non-defective Shabda? That is?
Upanishads.
Huh?
Upanishads, Vedas.
Veda. Which is providing the Laukika, Alaukika, Sarva Laukika, Alaukika. What is that words? It is going to give the knowledge about the Laukika Vastu and also Alaukika Vastu. All.
Sarvatit.
Sarva. No. That is Vastu, but
Sarva Laukika Jnana.
Yes. Sarva Laukika, Alaukika.
Gnana Nidanatvat.
Sarva Laukika, Alaukika, Gnana Nidana.
Aprakrita Vachana Lakshano Veda Evasmakam.
Yeah, a feature. We should remember these lines actually. Because in the previous olden days, Brahma Sutras or any these Sandarbhas, this kind of books has to be memorized first and then you should learn. Then lot of burden will be less. First time if you hear the text also and also explanation, everything, it will be very painful. But when you memorize this text completely, sitting and memorizing, and then if you read and explanation, if you understand from the teacher, then it will be very, very useful actually. So every word is important there. Okay, that means it is going to give the gnana. That's why now cow dung is what Laukik Vastu. Is Laukik Gnanam. It is giving, this Veda is giving about the Laukik Gnanam also. Because our Tarka is failing in the Laukik Gnanam also. It is, that's why really unreliable even for the material matter, subject matters also it is not reliable. And unless Vedas are not going to tell the truth, so we are not able to understand. Now if scientists are doing the research and they are saying yes, this is also very true and it's pure, cow dung is pure. But if you apply logic, common logic, any animal dung is impure and untouchable. It's finished. We are out. Our cow dung is established as an impure object. Laukika, Alaukika, Gnana Nidanatvat. That's Vedas. Vedas ultimate. On science, whatever the thoughts. See, actually, Prabhu, in this Sarasamvadi, in such a detailed, actually, Vedas are established. Maybe Ramcharan Prabhu just have some glimpse. Maybe in memory, everything will be out. Even my memory also is out. But at least something, some blur picture, maybe it is there. So, but that is, but actually, Prabhu, there are so many, actually, today I was seeing the Upanishad Ganga, that the first episode someone sent me. So there actually, yeah, the people who are taking birth in India, so they are running behind this modern science and they are also trying to do Sukha Prapti and Dukkha Nivritti by inventing the different objects. So by having the AC, by having the cooler, by having the, so different things. Ultimate goal is what? Sukha Prapti, Dukkha Nivritti. but based upon the logic, they are approaching. This is a Purapakshi, actually, our scientists are the Purapakshis. But what is that? What is the, as an intelligent man, what we want? We want Atyantika Sukha Prapti, Atyantika Dukkha Nivritti. This is intelligence. So when you will give that, if you ask them, when you will give that, it's not that after the 100 years, then I will find. So by what is the use of that kind of your research if I am not going to be there? I want know. I want know or not? I want know. You don't give me the forced literature. It's no use. Now I have to solve my problem. I want this. This is intelligence actually. Prabhupada was saying this in West. And that's why if it is strongly preached, based upon in a systematic way, then there is a lot of this change. There is a lot of people will be changed. But the only thing is we are not creating the alternative. That is the problem actually.
I think, Prabhu, my understanding, many people think that the Vedic literatures are not for material life. Like they are not really they think this is something spiritual and it's not related to our present day life and it cannot solve our problems. So they are busy in solving their own problems and they think that this is something like spiritual and I have nothing to do with that for the time being. And that's why they stay away from these kind of things.
What it is said here, Veda, Sarva Laukika Alaukika Gnana Nidanatvat. What did he say? Laukika Alaukika.
That's what they don't know.
Yeah. See, every word, Acharya, whatever is writing, so complete, everything, very systematically, every line is so much measured, perfect. Such a presentation they are doing. Laukika. There are so many manuscripts are there in India. For example, what are the different types of the rice? What are the different types of the food items you can prepare? How to care the cows? What are the different diseases? So what are the different seasonal diseases? And what are the different types of the constructing the houses? Like this, so many manuscripts are written and lying in the libraries. And there is no patience and no activeness. People, they're not taking that knowledge and practically implement. Like you see, for example, many people, you went to Srirangam temple. Srirangam temple. So Ramchandra, you went Srirangam in Chennai.
No problem. No.
In Tirupati.
No, I never went to south part.
Oh, that's okay. You are missing. Please, you should visit. Prabhu.
I need some guidance. If some devotee can take me.
Yeah, definitely. So I am also not having much, but at least such a constructions you see, Prabhu. Srirangam temple, the way it is constructed. So all the boundaries and also the construction, and is it that means now the modern whatever that architectural science is there. So can they build that kind of things? They cannot do that. It's not possible at all. But such a beautiful structures. So they brought up actually. In India, there are so many technologies, still they are prevailing. But only the thing is, we completely actually completely change the path actually. Completely driven. We are driven away from our path. That is the reason actually India, its heritage and its culture and its sciences, everything is every day they are getting the lost. That's why Prabhupada brought up this movement. The goal of this movement is Ananya Bhakti, pure devotional service. And also, so for practicing that kind of devotion, we need to be in the mode of goodness. We read in Uddhava Gita, Ramakrishna Prabhu. So one should come into the goodness. So it should be like Gunadosha, I should see until unless you are in the that means you are not in Ananya Bhakti or you are not fully detached. So you should see the Gunadosha. Yes or no? So you should see the Gunadosha and understand the influence of the Tamas and Rajas. And
Yes.
we should actually always try to prefer for the goodness. And so that we can stably, nicely, you can practice our sadhana. And so that is leading to bring up the Shraddha in the meanings of the Shastra. And finally, that will launch us in the Ananya Bhakti by developing the Purna Shraddha. So that's why it's a very important of the culture, or the very important of the selecting the things in the mode of goodness. And that's why that is the sciences explained by the Vedas. This Vagra Karma is very difficult and very dangerous. It's very difficult. So such an important goal actually in this mission. This is the Prabhupada's mission actually. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur's mission. And completely the less understanding, not understanding full picture. And so that's why so horribly we are really, so once again we are also getting misled gradually. Anyway, so that's why Vedas are including that means they have sarva alaukika gnana nidanatvat. Also that is so aprakruta vachana lakshana. It is aprakruta vachana lakshana. This is perfect knowledge actually. This is perfect. And this knowledge is not accepted, and if we follow our tarka, which is what is that origin? So Purusha Buddhi. What is said? So Purusha Buddhi Mula Tarka. What is our root? Purusha Buddhi, which is hand 4 defects. That Tarka, where it will take us, where it will launch us. But one thing, this Kali Yuga is not ending. There are once again Satya will come, and that's a Vedas and Vedic knowledge cannot be destroyed. Whenever the soul is coming, such a pure soul, and it can access all the Vedas once again. And it can, that means like Madhvacharya, how many Upanishad statements he gave which are not at all even visible to others. And even Shankaracharya followers, they are saying that, oh, where, from where he got. But that is Madhva actually. Yes. So Vedas can be revealed also. So, but how much we can bring this, that means we can use our time and energy. So for this, that is such a poor packet. Yes. So next, Shrutischa Brahmanah Tarka Agocharatamaha. Shruti is saying what? Brahmanah Tarka Agocharam. Brahman cannot be seen by the Tarka. Cannot see the Brahman by Tarka. Because Brahman is Achintya. What is the meaning of Achintya? Naisha Tarkena Matir Apaneya. So, which is saying, so Kathopanishad is saying, Na Esha Tarkena Matir Apaneya. So, Proktanyena Nenasu Nanaya Preshta Iti Patanam. That is from the Kathopanishad. So you cannot approach, the summary of this mantra is Tarkena Mati Apaneya. Esha Tarkena Mati Apaneya. By this Tarka, you cannot approach this Brahman. What is the translation, Prabhuji? Nesha Tarkena Matir Apaneya.
Prabhu, this is being read from the Vasu's book, right? The Hindi book, what you referred to.
Vasu's book.
Yeah, Prabhu. I'll just go through that part. So this belief which thou hast got cannot be brought about nor destroyed by argument. When taught by the true teacher, the self becomes easily realized. O dearest strong is thy resolution. Enquirers like thee, O Nachiketas, are not many. So this is what is, the belief that you has got, one has got, cannot be brought about or destroyed by argument. Yes.
So that's the point. So a belief that is related to the Brahman that cannot be brought or that cannot be destroyed by the logic. So Upanishads actually, they are also very important. So we can do that study also. Generally, Upanishads has to be nicely read by all the seekers. At least like Vaishnava Upanishads, like Gopalata Upanishad, those has to be studied nicely. Of course, anyway, Bhagavatam is there. That is a Rasmana line. Only for the, like Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Svathakur Goswami Maharaj wanted a full-fledged college where all the Upanishads will be taught, also Vedas, 4 Vedas, and grammar systems, and also other Saharinamamrita Vyakaranam, and Srimad Bhagavatam, other Acharya's commentaries, Shat Sandarbhas. It's only spirituality actually. So there are so many other sciences are there in relation with the, so like Brahmana, Kshatriya, and Vaishya. There are other sciences also there. We need to have a big university, We need to have a very big university where, so we can have so reviving of all these sciences. So those kind of sciences has to be revived. So that is a very important thing in this society. So otherwise, actually, see, to establish modern science, there are so many modern sciences are there. So, but those are working for the destruction of the society. But for the construction of the society, those sciences are not so useful. They are all mode of past and ignorance. Okay. So what is said next? From the Smriti also it is said, Smritischa, Rishe Vindanti Munayaha Prashantatmendriya Shayaha Yada Tadaiva Tada Eva Asattarkaihi Tirodhiyate Viplata. This is 2940. So what is the translation from the Bhagavatam? 2640.
Yeah. The sages with their body, senses, and mind tranquil realize the truth, but when it is overwhelmed with dry reasoning, it vanishes.
Yes. Orishis, yes. So it will overwhelm. That means Rishis may use their body and their mind, and they may realize the truth. But when it is overwhelmed with a dry reasoning, it vanishes. So that's why whatever the truth we realize by the senses, mind, and all other things, that should not be simply established by the tarka. That should be guided by the scriptures. Like you say, so we should take to realize the Krishna, so we need to chant holy name. Shrunotam Sakatam Krishna Punyashavana Kirtan Vidyantasto Hyavadrani Vidunoti Suhrut Satam. So this is the example actually by chanting the holy name our heart. By chanting the Krishna's glorious pastimes, it will purify the heart. This is a process given by the scriptures, by the Vedas. Instead of following this, if we just assume, or if we just logically so establish something as absolute truth and some process as the avideya, then that will be so, yeah, that will be vanishes. It vanishes. It will be finished. So that is not useful actually. So that's a Vindanti Munayaha Prashantatmendriyashaya Yada Tada Eva Asatarkaihi Virodhi. When Rishis will be realizing the truth, when they are free from the dry logic. Dry logic means logic, two types of logics are there. After studying the Vedas, or the axioms in the Vedas, you can use logic to understand. So those Vedic truths, further truths, you accepted axioms, and based upon those, you are trying to further understanding you are getting. For there, you might be using the tarka. That is, Shruti Anughata tarka is okay. The Bhakti Rasam Sindhu. But Viruddha, which is not supported by the Shruti, just it is a tarka. Then it is Shushka tarka. It is dangerous. Okay. So that's why Tasma Sutireva Dharmaha Eva Brahmani Pramanam. So therefore Shruti is only is proof. Dharme Eva Brahmani Pramanam. So Shruti is a proof for the dharma. Dharma means what should be done, what should not be done. Even in this material world, so dharma Veda pranihito dharma tad viparyaha adharma. What should be, what we should do, what we should not do, also who will decide? Veda. So for the dharma, Shruti is a pramanam. Similarly, for the knowing Brahman also, who is pramanam? Shruti is only the pramanam. Tat poshakari tarkaha tu apekshate eva. That means tat poshakari means which is in favor of the Shruti, or which is based on the Shruti, not in favor, which is based on the Shruti, the tarka which is based on the Shruti, that is needed. How can you say? Atma vare drashtavyaha srotavyaha mantavyaha nididhyasitavyascha. You are hearing this mantra from the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. In this mantra, mantavyaha is said. What is the meaning of mantavyaha? First, that means Shravana you should do, then after that Manana. Manana means deliberation. Yeah, tarka. That means you are hearing first the Shruti, that means the facts from the Shruti, then after that you are deliberating. So based upon those facts to destroy your doubts. So that's why Shruti Anugata Tarka is important, is needed. But Shruti Rahita Tarka is not. Okay? It is Shrutehe. Next, Purva Para Virodena Ityadi Shrutescha. There is one more. Purva Para Virodena. This is also from the, I think, Bhagavatam or some Puranas. Or I think Bhagavatam only. So Purva Para Virodena. That means Purva Para Virodena means with Tatpari Lingas we said, na? We are using the Tatpari Lingas. So that means there otherwise Purva Para Avirodena. Without there should not be contradiction. If you reading any passage, if you deriving any fact, that should not be contradicting to the before one and later one. There you will be using the tarka. So that's why from the Smriti also we are understanding. So tarka is needed, which is based on the Shruti. Tasmat, therefore, Brahmopadanakam jagat iti. Therefore, what is the point? Who is the cause for this jagat, this material world? That is Brahman. So that has to be accepted, not the so-called logic, Big Bang theory. This see in front of our eyes how much great nonsense is happening. How these scientists are advocating the false truths, false things. That means in this whole world, the most purest knowledge is with us. And yeah, it needs a lot of purity in each and everyone. Then a purified one Jivatma is enough actually to change the whole world. In fact, actually, they bring revolution. But only the thing is, purity is one. Purity is the force. One is really strictly follows all the things. Like you see, one Dhruva Maharaj, 6 months, he followed his guru as it is. So, ahakar much gaya actually. When he was doing the tapasya, by that taposhakti, what happened? So when he was standing on the toe, his feet, the body is residing in his heart, and the weight is so heavy, whole earth, also all the planets shaking. That is the purity. Okay, we can discuss this Sandarbhas thing. We'll keep today's class here. I'm ending here. You have a question, please.
So, Prabhu, this adhikarana, vilakshana, this
This adhikarana name is Vilakshana. Complete details I didn't go, Prabhu, because
okay.
you know it's a very it's like a chain, Prabhu. It's like then after that why it came, then after that like that. It's like a chain book actually. It's connected book. But actually, to what is our text in Tattva Sandarbha? That's what we have said. 11th Anucheda. Tacha Anumatam. So Tacha Anumatam means that is accepted. That same thing is accepted. That means Veda is a Pramana. This is also accepted in where? In other, that means in the sutras. One is that Tarka Pratishtana. So in this sutra, we are seeing now in this sutra, what is saying? We have seen. We should follow Vedas, and according to Vedas, we should accept the cause for the creation, material creation. That is Brahman. So, okay. So that is the thing. Veda is only the pramana is established here or not? Yes, in the sutra it is established. This much only we are considering, but it is having some connection with the in the adhikarana, and it is also going to bring this some more points when you see with the adhikarana, with the eyes of the adhikarana. But this much is needed for us in the sutra.
Okay, thank you.
And one more Shastra Yonitva that already we have seen, and Srutestu Shabda Mulatva that we have to discuss. Then we understand these three sutras are establishing Vedas are the pramana and rejecting others.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. So in next class we'll see Srutestu Shabda Mulatva, and we'll finalize that use of this, and next we'll shift to the next where Jiva Goswami use the sutras, and that context we take, and there also will. So on that context, what sutras are discussed, and what is the first we'll see the meanings of those sutras and understand the Jiva Goswami's context and suitably. So we'll see the appropriateness of quoting those in that context. That also will understand, and we'll go further like.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
So that we can get the some understanding, basic understanding, how to study sutras you all got now, and also how these sutras are used by our acharyas in the different places. That also you'll get. Then after that, if you have time in your life, do the journey. You are a traveling
Long,
soul.
very long journey, Guru.
Very long journey. Yeah. Lot of literature is there, lot of time. All these vanaprasthas. Now you should retire, Prabhu. Ram Krishna Prabhu. So whatever business is over. So retire, and also Ramcharan Prabhu, you should also retire quickly and so settle in, because there is no end, there is no limit for the life. So it's going on already. 58 is very much big actually. So my request, that means more and more completely free. Complete freeness. We read the Vanaprastha.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Already the recourse has started.
Yes, Prabhu, please.
In a year or two, complete wind up.
Yes, Prabhu, please. That's really needed, because one day everything is meant for the living. That's a fact actually. But that means sometimes people say that in Grihasthashram, if you have to follow everything, that is also equal to so best. But of course, that we should judge actually. Really, we are sincerely, really renounced or not. So, in front of eyes, if everything is there, then we'll be getting all the vikaras also. So, as much as possible, yeah, we should quickly wind up like Prabhupada, how he did his example. Prabhupada is an example for us. So, like that, we should be the responsibility of the children and focus and study and do the more and more bhajan, increase the faith, become ananya bhakt. Should finish. At least we should make life successful.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Seeking your blessings.
No, bro, I can just pray, but okay, yes. Our Giriraj is there in front. Just in the sight of eyes, actually, you can see him. I'll pray him, actually.
Jai Ho.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you very much, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.